Oppan Gangnam Style.
After North Korea, our next stop would be the other part of what used to be one country. But today it's a very different place than North Korea.
Meet Kpop, a digital nomad from Denmark on an epic journey around the world. At the age of 50, he made a bold decision. He sold everything and set out with a quest to visit every single country in the world, documenting everything along the way.
I'm still traveling with my youngest daughter, Clara, and we decided to visit 2 places in this country. We wanted to see some nature, but first, another big city, the capital Seoul. We're in South Korea. My name is Kpop, and this is
the Radio Vagabond Podcast.
This episode is brought to you in part by Hotels25.com. It's a website that helps me find the best prices on hotels and hostels around the world. That was the case with the place we found in Seoul. We decided that we wanted to stay at a hostel this time, and we found a room that was 22% cheaper than the price of other search sites. Hotels25.com, best price guaranteed. Seoul is the capital of South Korea. The city has a population of 10.3 million, and if you look at the whole urban area, it has 25.5 million people. That's a population of almost 8 times as much as Rome. Also, the population has proven to be the second densest in the world, next to Paris. South Korea is the world's leader in internet connectivity, having by far the world's fastest average internet connection speed. Other facts about Seoul and South Korea: it headquarters some of the Fortune 500 companies such as Samsung, LG, and Hyundai. Taekwondo is a national sport. It's taught in most schools as a normal part of the kids' education. Seoul is the home of the world's biggest theme park, Lotte World. And in my opinion, Seoul is where you get the best street food in Asia. It was simply amazing.
Can I sit over there?
To get to know some more about the city, we met for lunch with Dong-mi Lee.
My name is Dong-mi Lee. My family name is Lee. My first name is Dong-mi.
And here you don't say the family name first, so it's not Lee Dong-mi?
Oh, actually, yeah, I do call Lee Dong-mi, but when I speaking English, I'm saying like Dong-mi Lee. Yeah.
So in Korea, I would be Bopala. Yeah. She's the editor-in-chief of Time Out Seoul. It's a website and an app about Seoul. So I figured that she would be the best to tell us what was great about Seoul and South Korea.
Mainly, I can say the people, because my many foreign friends, they also said, the Korean is most, beautiful things in Korea. And then we have a very deep traditional culture and very modern culture together. It's a really good mixed in Seoul. And then Seoul is a really huge city, so Seoul is never sleep actually, And then Korean loves to drink and eating, talking together very late. So that's why Seoul is never sleep, So if you go around in Seoul, you will find so many amazing things, the food and people and activity and then the atmosphere, everything. Yeah, it's really surprising, I think.
One of the biggest global phenomena in current pop culture comes from South Korea. It's called K-pop. Officially, it's a music genre that comes from South Korea. It's a mixture of dance music, electronic pop, hip-hop, and much more. But it's much more than that. It's a subculture that's become popular over the entire world thanks to the internet. Some of the big stars in K-pop nowadays are BTS, Red Velvet, EXO,
알고 부딪혀야 해 우릴 볼 수 있도록 크게 소리쳐
And of course, this one.
오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일
Psy's Gangnam Style was a worldwide hit in 2012 and the first YouTube video that passed the 1 billion mark. Gangnam is a business district in Seoul that of course we had to visit. Most of all to be able to say that we were there, but also to check if anyone was dancing in a funny style in the streets of Gangnam. But there wasn't.
오빤 강남스타일
Yeah, we have a Kpop. Yeah, it's a really big.
It's a big phenomenon.
Yeah, big issue. They really love the K-pop, so it's a really huge trend, I think. In not only in Korea, in Asia.
Clara.
Also in the Western world.
Yeah, Clara is a big fan.
Yeah.
What about you? Are you a big fan?
I'm a bit old, so I don't know about the idol or pop group, honestly, but yeah. So.
But it's very well produced, and especially the music videos is like, wow, it's high production value.
Right. Yeah, I can agree. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, and we just had this amazing Korean lunch, and we had you decide what did we eat? A lot of different stuff.
We eat the kimchi. Mm-hmm. That's our Korean soul food. We eat the kimchi every day, but that's side dish. So we order the main dish is the beef called 바싹 불고기, and then pork meat, and then grilled fish together. So yeah, that's my favorite food too.
It was very good. You like it, Clara? At the time of our visit to South Korea, it was just 2 weeks after the now former president Park Geun-hye was removed from office after an impeachment over charges of graft and corruption. We've been walking around in an area called, and pardon my Korean, Samsungdong. Would you agree?
I don't think that was it.
Oh, you're the expert.
Samcheondong. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
That's at least how it's like spelled, but who knows how it's pronounced.
It's a very artistic area, a lot of designer shops and very beautiful small houses. I love the architecture here. And in the area, young people, both boys and girls, most of the girls are walking around in traditional Korean dresses as if they're going to a costume party. I couldn't understand why, so I asked someone and they said, well, they just like it. There's a lot of places they can rent the clothes, and there's a bunch of girls coming past us. Beautiful long dresses and
So
special
pretty.
hats and flowers in the hair. It is so beautiful. And then there are so much police in the streets.
It's crazy.
Right where we're standing now, there are at least 10-15 buses, and normal size buses, police buses, and on every street corner there's a small battalion of policemen with shields. Nothing going on. It's very quiet. Over there, let's take a walk here. Over there on the other side of the street, there are two huge battalions of policemen in bright yellow uniforms, and they're not doing anything, just standing there as if they're ready. There is the thing about the president being impeached, and I think they were expecting demonstrations today. But I don't think there's going to be any problems here because there's so much police. Right next to us is another battalion, 15 police officers. According to CNN, 21,000 police officers were in the streets of Seoul 2 weeks earlier because of protests from some of the people that were against the impeachment. The police was in Samcheong-dong,
Samcheong-dong. Maybe.
in massive numbers this Saturday, just in case there would be more protest against the removal of the president. But as far as I could tell, nothing happened.
What are we doing upstairs? Because we've been upstairs, we've been waiting at the door that's at gate 1, but there's a gate 1 down here. They told us at T-Way to go to gate 1 because we're going on a bus to go to the plane. We're going. We have to be at the plane at 11:35, so that's in half an hour. And and then we spoke to some girls that said, "Oh, you need to go out and get the bus." And now we're going out here, and we have no idea where to go. I guess we finally found out where to go. We now went through security in a bit of a rush, and of course my bag had to go through the very special examination. And so what exactly happened was that we were at the check-in counter, and I noticed that there were a lot of gates out to where the buses go. That said gate 1, gate 2, gate 3, and so on. And then they said, when we checked in the bags, go to gate 1. And then I said, we go to gate 1 and then get the bus to the airplane? Yes. And then they said, just wait here 20 minutes. So we waited 20 minutes, and then they said, no, you can go to gate 1 now. And then we went to gate 1, just waiting. Nothing really happened. There were some other passengers there, so we thought, oh, we're just one among other passengers going on this airplane. And then you started saying, are you sure this is the right place?
It seemed wrong, and everybody started going downstairs, and I don't know, there was something about it that felt off.
Yeah. So then I went to find some officials working in the airport, and I managed to find one girl with a sign saying trainee. She didn't speak much English, and she didn't really know what to answer. So just to make sure, she got another one. And that was also a trainee, and her English was equally as bad. Is this it? Yeah, I guess. And then they said, oh, you need to go out and get bus 3 or 4. Then we went out and couldn't find anything, and just about to enter a bus, but then just to make sure, we found a guy that said, oh, no, you need to go upstairs. And then what? Oh, 1 floor up. And then we went with him 2 floors up. Okay, and we're voting now. Now we're here and in front of the gate, so, and I don't think we're late.
We're on our way out of the big city and heading south into the countryside. And here we would encounter new problems.
They told me at the company that it's not their rule, it's the police. So if I get stopped by the police without, I will be...
It's very dangerous.
But we'll get back to that in the next episode. As you might remember, before South Korea, we went to North Korea. And maybe you also remember that I was quite surprised that the North Koreans would like to be reunited with South Korea. And they told me that the South Koreans felt the same way. And of course, I tested this with some of the locals I spoke to. First, Dong-mi.
I really unite together, one country, But it's not only my dream, I think, all Korean want to we get one, one blood. Actually, because we are one blood.
There must be a lot of families and friends being torn apart.
Yeah, especially our parents' generation. Yeah, when we had a war, and then they had to separate, and then they didn't meet until now. So yeah, we have to.
But the two systems are so different, so it's hard to see that ever happening, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be really hard. I guess, but, we can learn from the other good, how can I say, the occasion, like, Germany. So we can adapt something good, system from them too. And then we have to all understand our situation and then, have to take care each other. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, and I was in East Germany back when the wall was there, when I was young, and the whole experience about traveling into East Germany and into East Berlin reminded me so much from going into to North Korea, the whole control and everything like that. So it reminded me of it, and it was so different back then. And still it happened. So you never know.
Yeah. But very near future, I really want to unite, all together.
You have not been to Pyongyang?
Oh, not yet. Yeah. I really want to go Pyongyang or Kumgangsan. The Kumgangsan is a really beautiful mountain in North Korea. So I really want to visit there too. And then I really want to explore the North Korean food too. So I want to go.
And Jun felt the same way.
Yeah, I'm same. I love North Korean people, but I doesn't like North Korean government. But I love my we are one nation, one national, one nature, one
blood.
Yeah, one blood.
Yeah.
So I love them, and sometimes I want to help them, but their North Korea government is very bad. So,
do you or your countrymen think that it's going to happen at some point to have a reunited Korea? Maybe I think that maybe we will be reunited soon. Yeah, I want. Yeah. Maybe when we are united, Korea is more strong, getting strong. Yeah, nation. What do the South Korean people think of America?
America, Korean people when they was born, studying American people is our side.
Yeah, friend.
Yeah, our friend. But when I was young, USSR is our enemy. Yeah. I studied. But nowadays, USSR, there is no USSR. Russia and Chinese and America is same. My side. Okay, so but almost all Korean people like American because American is number one strong nation in the world. Yes, and then Korean just like America.
This episode is brought to you in part by Hotels25.com. It's a website that helps you find the best deals on hotels around the world. Hotels25.com. It's best price guarantee.
If you like this podcast, please subscribe in iTunes or the podcast app on your smartphone. You can see pictures, watch videos, and read much more on the radiovagabond.com. Pale can be reached for interviews and public speaking gigs on mail at theradiovagabond.com.
And now we're heading to the beautiful nature of Jeju Island, south of the Korean Peninsula, and we're so looking forward to that. My name is Palabo, and I gotta keep moving. See ya.